Today, we are exploring the prophetic power of testimony with Dutch Sheets. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for watching and have a blessed day.
And I hear the Lord saying when I'm getting ready to take you or bring you, I forget how he worded it, full circle. Full circle. Well, my first thought was, well, because by the way, when he said you, I knew it was plural. It wasn't just me. It was the body. It was the church. And when he said full circle, my first thought was, is this good or bad? Because if you're like me, you know, you've failed a few tests, and one of the good things about God, he just lets you keep taking the test till you pass. So I was thinking, is this good or bad? And then I knew immediately it was good, because in my spirit, I knew it was good. And then he took me to this vision. And in the vision, it was like I was caught up to the sky and looking down on the earth. And I saw this huge circle being drawn, looked like just a circle on the ground, flat. And as I watched it, wondering what this was all about and what he was trying to say about the full circle, the vision changed, and he took me from here to here, and I was looking from the side, and I could see that I wasn't looking at a circle painted on the ground. I was looking at what maybe I could describe as a coil. It was doing this. Looking down on it, it looked flat, but from the side I could see that it was doing this. So what he said to me was, full circle, higher level. I'm going to bring another wave of some things, another outpouring of some things. You're going to do things, the church is going to do things that they've done before, my people have done before, but I'm going to bring it all to a higher level. A revival's coming, but it's going to be a higher level revival than you've seen in the past. Signs and wonders are coming, but it's going to be a higher level. Salvations, breakthroughs, it's all going to a new level. So it's a fascinating picture. I didn't know exactly what to do with it, but I was spending some time thinking about it from then on for the next few weeks, praying into it, and mentioned it in a message shortly after that. And a man came up to me after the service, and he said, he introduced himself. He said, I'm a spirit-filled, messianic Jewish rabbi. And he said, I was really fascinated by your story about the circle, what you saw and the word full circle, because he said, what he showed you is sort of the way we view time. Because he said, we don't measure time or see time the way Westerners do, as in a timeline, linear. We believe it's cyclical. It's a circle that God does things on. I don't understand all of that, but he made sense when he said it. He explained it. If he was here right now, he could make sense of it. But I knew he was telling me something I needed to know. And then he said, it's like time is pregnant. I said, okay. He said, we believe God speaks things into time. The eternal God outside of time speaks and puts something into our realm. And it's there. It's there for us to tap into and to draw on that power. He said we don't believe it comes and goes. We just believe it's there. And we also believe that certain times of the year, when we come to that time when God did something 4,000 years ago in that month, that it's easier to tap into it again right now because it's just there in time to be taken. He said that's why the feasts are so important, because we don't believe we're just celebrating a ritual from back there. We believe what he's doing and what he did back then in that feast, then every year he's ready to do that again. It's just there. It's not like God finally decides, I'll do it again this year. It's like, it's just there. We can tap into it. I'm not saying I understand all that. That's what he said to me. He said, and that's what they believe. So then he said to me, do you know what the word testimony means in Hebrew? And I said, no. I mean, if I had studied it, I wouldn't have told him. I'm not about to try to tell this guy what it means. You know. But I said, well, no, I've never studied that. He said, the word testimony in Hebrew doesn't mean to just tell about something that happened in the past. It actually comes from a root word that means not say it again or talk about it. It means do again. Or repeat something, or the continuation of something. And this guy's just blowing my mind. I mean, I'm just standing there going, okay. He said, we believe that when we talk about something and we tell the story or say what he did then, the same power is released today that was released then God does it again, because that's what the word means, do it again. And he said, this is why it's so important to us to teach history to our children, because he said, and it's why God gets so angry and got so angry at Israel when they wouldn't teach their children and tell them the stories of what he did, because we believe when you tell the story to the children about Passover and the miracles and the deliverance and the great works that he did, we believe the same power is released today to deliver them and to work in their lives as was released back then with Moses. I mean, this guy was just rocking my world. And then he said, of course, he's embraced the cross and redemption and Messiah. So he said, I've actually been testing this and putting this into practice. He said, we've been sending people who have been healed by God to sick people and tell them, don't pray, just tell your story. Just give your testimony. And every day we send them back. I say, don't pray for them. Just tell them what God did for you. And then go back tomorrow, tell them what God did for you. And then go back the next day, tell them what God did for you. And he said, we are seeing people healed by doing nothing but saying what God did. And you're saying it now, and it brings it into today.